All right, back on the Mini. I did get the struts in to replace. I got everything down there set up so we could go ahead. I'm gonna give you step by step on how to replace it because I didn't find anything online about the Clubman replacing the rear struts. So I'm just gonna replace the strut. I'm not doing a whole assembly like you can buy them where it's the strut, the spring, the complete unit. You can just unbolt it and bolt it in. Well, if you don't have that type of money and you just want to replace the strut itself, because the springs usually don't go bad. Well, they do, but not as much as the struts do. I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's very simple. It should be only three bolts, the lower part and 2 at the top. And sorry for the noise of the air conditioning. It's hot out here, so totally sorry about the noise. So let's get on that real quick, and I'm gonna show you how to replace it. All right, so we have 2 bolts up here, one here and one over there that we have to take off. And then underneath the car, let me see if I can get a good shot of it. This right here is where the bolt is on the other side. Let me see if I get you a good picture of it. There we go. And so we want to undo that bolt there. Sorry, it's a little dark there. Let me see if I can. There we go. So now you can see the bolt clear as day right here. We're going to replace that, well, not replace it, but we're going to pull that one out, and then that top bolt there, and then this one on right in front of it. So let's just undo those first to pull the strut out. Well, you can see that this strut is pretty much shot from all this gunk around it, because it's the oil from the actual strut itself. Yeah, so let's just put the spring clamps on so we can remove this nut here. You can rent these from AutoZone, or you just buy them. I bought this for $30 off of Amazon. I can put the link down below. Let's see here. Let me see if I can slide this joker on there. And now we just have to remove this bolt. Sometimes it'll back all the way off just using an impact, or if not, you have to use a 16 with an Allen wrench, because I have my Allen wrench there just in case. So this one is spinning. Okay. And it's not going to go shooting off anywhere, so don't worry about that. Remove everything and make sure you put everything back like it was. So we got that part there. We have a washer, bump stop. Let's see, we got that part there. And all the good and grime off of this one. Now this boot here is damaged, and we have this one here. I don't know how that got damaged the way it did. And I don't have a replacement. So let's get everything cleaned up and put back together. Alright, so I got everything cleaned up. Then we can start putting this back together. So I'm going to take off that. First thing I want to put on is this here, because this one went to the old one. The second is the bump stop. That goes there like that. And then this washer here goes on. That actually goes on first. This here, this is what the spring sits on. So if we was to look at it, we'll put it in like this, and it will sit on there like that. This is all, this part here with the hose, that goes like in the inner part of the car. So it's like if you was in an inner part. I don't have a replacement one of these covers. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. I'm going to the junkyard tomorrow. If I find it there, then I will go ahead and replace this out. But for now, I'm just going to use it. Then we're going to put our top hat on here. I call it a top hat. I don't think it's really a top hat. Like so. Let's put that on. Then we're going to, get this all on there. That on. That on. That, and then that. Screw this on. Now all this stuff can be turned, so don't be afraid of putting it back together and it's not lined up exactly the same way, but it can all be turned. So I'm gonna go ahead and ratchet it back down. And usually this will bottom out. If you could remember the threads that was coming out of it, you could put it back to that. Alrighty, got that in there. And then we can loosen up our spring clamps. Extension is stuck on this one. There we go. And then just pull the locks out. And then there we go. A rebuilt strut. Well, somewhat. It's a little jacked up here, but it's okay. Alrighty, just put it back in now. Alrighty, so to put this joker back in, we're going to reverse what we did. Alright, so put it back through here, get it past the wires. Just got to make sure you orientate it the right way. Turn it back this way. Then put your bolts back in. Side. So the next step is going to be a little bit unorthodox, or I'm probably not even saying it right. Let's see here. The whole suspension arm it's how can I say it? I'm not 100% sure if I'm saying this right, but the sway bar is keeping tension on it. Normally, if you do this job, you want to do both of them at the same time. Lift it up so you could disconnect the sway bar so both of them drop down. You can put them back on the strut just perfectly fine. If you don't want to do it that way, like me, I don't want to do it that way. I just want to do one at a time. This is another way of doing it. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you shouldn't do that, or that's not right. It's your opinion, and I want you to have your opinion. But I'm going to do it the way that I want to do it. So if you want to follow with it, perfectly fine. But if not, I understand. So let me show you that. Alright, so to get this to move down so we can put the strut bottom bolt in, I just get a regular little jack here like this, and let's see here, put it underneath. It's a pinch well right here, so I'm trying to put it on that, and there is a little rubber bump stop here that causes just a tad bit problem. And then I just screw it on down. Alrighty, so we got it in there. You see the 2 bolts there, and then the bolt down there. Well, that's pretty much it on how to replace the strut with the old spring back into the system. Not a problem at all. It's very easy. You can save a ton of money doing it yourself. The only thing left that was left over, I didn't show. On the actual strut, it has 2 little C notches. Those are one for your ABS speed sensor, and the other is for your emergency brake cable. So just put those back into that little slot, throw the wheel back on, and then you're all good to go. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, please comment, like, and subscribe. Until then, oh, I'm sorry. Next one, we're gonna be doing the rotor and brake replacement on the Mini Cooper because it needs brakes bad. And the only thing I'm waiting on is the actual brake pads. The struts came, I mean not the struts, but the actual calipers came in, but not the brake pads. The rotors came in, but not the brake pads. I don't know why I said calipers. Because I wanna paint those. Yes, I wanna paint them. So stay tuned for that. Until then, guys, I'll talk to you later.